going on, everybody? Welcome to the second episode of Slashingcast, a podcast directly targeted towards all horror news. And then, of course, we have a few interviews, like our first episode with Harrison Smith, the writer-director of Death House. It was a great interview. You guys go check it out. He's a pretty great guy. But I'm Riley. That's Amin, Griffin, and Nick. These fella, you might not know them because they were on the first episode. Amin's new. You'll be around, and Griffin, we're going to kick him off soon. But, let's go in. We got a whole bunch of topics today. We're going to try going through them relatively quickly, and we're going to isolate one, and that'll be our last one. But first, let's start with Child's Play. Finally, Shout Factory is releasing Child's Play like they released Carrie this year. And Child's Play, there's 3 different versions, but the deluxe offer, which is limited to only 2,000 people, okay, receives the Collector's Edition Blu-ray, which has custom artwork from all Shout Factory along with the regular artwork, naturally. You receive a limited edition 18-inch by 24-inch poster of the newly designed art from Justin Obstorn. And the product will be shipped 2 weeks earlier than the National Street date of October 18th via the deluxe offer. That's all Shout Factory always does that, which I don't know really why, because it's really whatever. That's okay. You receive a second custom-made Good Guys slipcover, of course, made exclusively for this promotion. And then you receive a second 18-inch by 24-inch poster of the custom-made Good Guys artwork. And then you'll receive an exclusive limited edition 5.5 inches tall Good Guys Chucky doll created by NECA and housed in a Good Guys box, which is awesome.
Those are going to get expensive.
Yeah, those are going to go... Yeah. Even the posters alone from Shout Factory sell for quite a bit of money really quickly.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not already sold out. What was it? The Thing sold out in a few hours.
Yeah.
And that was more than 2,000.
Yeah, I think we're going to order this one too. This one's $60, which is why people aren't hopping on it, I think, right away. Because usually Shout Factory goes for the deluxe offer is usually $40, like Carrie was. And, and people are complaining, like, this is way too much money for... Guys, this
you get a good amount of stuff.
This is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this is a good deal.
The 2 posters alone will sell for that after this comes out. I promise you.
More than that.
Yeah, because those posters go for a lot of money. And then you got the dolls in there, which is made by NECA, so you know it's a good doll. And then, the slip covers.
The dolls, too, those go up, like...
Yeah, it's everything in there is going to be worth a lot of money someday. $60, it's
way
fine.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, but let's go ahead and move on, okay? Now, we talked about it on our other podcast, in the MWN Project, last week, but we got our first look at Pennywise, okay? And I said that because of the generation we live in, we might get a really messy-looking clown, something a little more over the top and, like, gory or a little more crazy. That's not what happened at all.
Absolutely not.
Very clean.
I like it.
Just like the original.
I like it.
It's a very clean look, but it's also scary. It really is a scary look. It's white and it has there'll be a picture on screen. It's white and it's got this like just simple red lines down his eyes. Very, very simple design, but honestly really effective. And
just like the original Pennywise was, and there's nothing crazy about his look, but there it is.
Yeah, this one I think it looks a hell lot scarier than the original.
Yeah,
the original I could like see, except for like the teeth, of course. But like that type of clown is something you could see at the circus. If this dude's at the circus, no way.
Nope. Run.
Oh. So it's
It'll be
still
fun to see.
So far it still looks good. So far.
Always gotta be nervous though.
Yeah, a remake's a remake, But the directors seem very proud of what they're doing.
I've heard that.
So. Stick with their Instagram. They post a lot of stuff on their Instagram from set all the time. So, really cool. All right, let's go into some bad news. Annabelle 2, of course, is getting another, it's pushing forward. And they got a decent budget for it. Does it mean it's going to be good? No. It's going to be bad.
Probably, yeah.
I guarantee Annabelle 2 is going to be bad. I don't understand why it's getting a sequel. It did make quite a bit of money.
That's the reason why.
Stupid horror fans.
Making money.
Yeah, like this generation of horror is horrid. That's one of the reasons you'll listen to that Harrison Smith interview, because it'll go into that. These movies are bad. They're made so cheap. Horror movies are made so cheap that you can make something like Annabelle 2.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, like $15,000 make the first Paranormal Activity.
Right here. This is what I want to do.
Hey, the first one's okay.
Yeah, but after
But
that.
after that.
Bam, bam, bam. They're terrible.
Yeah,
and people continue to buy them and watch them. I'm like, why? Why do you enjoy torturing yourself? Watch a good movie.
It's gotta be all about the visuals right now. Nobody cares about the story. That's why old movies.
The
on top
Babadook.
now.
People have come to love
Good
jump
movie.
scares. and not
I hate
original
jump
stuff.
scares.
People just like.
Despise jump scares.
Well, I don't mind jump scares if they're earned. We've gone over that all the
Yep.
time. So go watch something from James Wan. Go watch like the first Conjuring. Those are earned jump
The
scares.
second Conjuring.
Conjuring 2 even.
Conjuring 2 even, yes. But if you really want to see how an effective
Dead
jump scare
Silence.
works, let's avoid Dead Silence.
I love
That's
that
still not a bad example because it's
I
still
love
a
that
James
movie.
Wan. I like that movie too, but jump
There's
scares
not- I
to
don't
me
think there's
prime
really
is The
any-
Conjuring.
There's really not too many jump scares in Dead Silence either.
No, it's not bad. But suspense building
Oh, they did
is a great thing. That's why I loved John Carpenter's stuff. So,
Great dude.
Hitchcock, of course.
Psycho.
That's what we need today. We just need James Wan to take over the horror market. So.
Please.
He's going.
Or
to.
get some
You
of
already
these
know
indie-
he's going to run that.
But get some of these indie guys up. You know, we're hiring all these really bad directors on these horror movies because they're cheap.
Okay.
There's this guy Riley Lorden, and
this guy
I think he would be perfect.
There's
Someone would just buy Jack, give us a
just-
good budget for it.
just
you know.
independent filmmakers in general deserve to be pulled up.
Yes.
Because they're making such better stuff. Like Lights Out, for example. This is a good time to move on. Lights Out was an incredible short, beautiful suspense building, and now it's getting thrown into this release that's kind of seems stupid. Now, I want to talk about what our predictions were for this movie. You know mine. I think it's going to be bad. And
I am 50-50.
The first trailer, bad.
Yeah, I didn't
horrible.
like that. Yep.
Second trailer,
trailer,
better, but
I think it's just going to be non or jump scares the whole time.
Yep, I agree
And
with that.
the story I am iffy about. It could either go.
it's so stupid.
It is very bad. I think that if they build on it more, maybe it could be
I
okay.
think if you come out of a horror movie not asking questions,
Yes, that's
then
the
I think
problem.
it's yeah,
I
like
think
I don't want
you.
to.
I think
feel
you
like they'll give you all
know.
the answers, but no
I
questions.
think you know too much from the
Yeah.
trailer. It tells you why should you. I don't want to know that.
Like Lights Out, like the short. We no
You
idea what
don't-
that thing is.
and that's what
And-
made it scary.
Yeah, you don't need to know.
No.
You don't need because there's some backstory like my childhood friend, sister,
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
Something tortured. Yeah.
Started
no.
tortured and
No,
how
why?
she
Why would
didn't
you
like,
like
she didn't
it?
like being in the
Right.
light. I don't know. It's stupid. It's a stupid concept, and that's why it doesn't work for me. And James Wan coming in to produce, I think that was him being generous to
An indie film it.
well,
I
not-
don't
to
know.
Winston in general because they give him all these jobs, and he's been allowed to step out of horror for like Fast and Furious, and
But you did a good job.
yeah, exactly. So they're letting him do that. So I think he's like, here, fine, I'll produce it. I don't want to direct it, but
There's
it's not gonna be good. So even he seemed a little iffy on Twitter about. I don't know. It just Lights Out doesn't look very good to me.
I'll
All
probably
you,
watch it just because.
I won't. I definitely am not going to see it in theaters.
No, I
I'll
will watch
find it
it.
on the
It's
internet.
gonna be annoying if you
I will
watch it in
find it
movies.
on the internet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not
So
saying how.
Legally.
it's a home video one, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go back to another James Wan movie, but not James Wan
Oh,
because
man.
James Wan definitely isn't going to direct this. Saw. It's been 6 years since we've seen a Saw movie. It'll be 7 once this movie's released. Saw Legacy is happening. Not too much details have come out, other than they are shooting in September through October, which is quite a long shoot for a Saw movie, and it's getting an October release again, just like all the other ones. So October 27th of 2017, we will be seeing Saw Legacy.
This will. I am interested to see how this one's gonna go because I am gonna have to rewatch them all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm blanking. Like I can remember, but bits and pieces. Gotta that's gonna be a rewatch.
What we do know is that Josh Stolberg and Peter Goldfinger are writing it. So, but James Wan and Lee Winnell, the original writer and director, of course, are on to executive produce, which really just means they're throwing a little bit of money the way. That's about it. It's really just keep their names on the movie. I doubt they'll really do much.
But they could.
I doubt it.
I doubt it,
Especially
too.
Lee Winnell. Like, I don't know if
Saw.
he's not writing it. I don't see how he
First
would
one was
really
great
help.
though. But
I like the first one. It was a really creative twist.
Yes.
But after that, they get a little iffy. They just kind of become,
the last one
same
was.
they literally became torture porn movies.
Yeah.
So that's where I kind of fall off. And then the big twist we saw in Saw 7, everyone's been predicting since like Saw 3.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a surprise. But oh well.
Maybe they'll change it up.
It'd be nice to see. Not sure where they're taking it. How it's
That's what I'm worried.
sequel-wise.
That's what I'm worried about. if they're gonna like prequel, sequel,
Yeah. So
found footage.
found
Kill myself.
footage Saw. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic, which is the Mummy.
The Mummy?
Not the Mummy,
The Mummy,
but the Mummy.
but the Mummy. Like we're talking Universal 1930s The Mummy. Okay. Now Universal been trying to recreate all the monster movies for a while and have their
Dracula,
own.
Mummy.
Yeah, so have their own universe again. So Mummy's officially happening, and we've gotten a look at the Mummy, and it's a girl.
Yes, it is.
It is a girl. So
Are we mad? Are we happy about that?
I don't have.
I don't have an opinion. I mean,
Listen-
you can see some pictures. Maybe they'll go up on screen. You can link in the description.
I don't really mind the whole girl dominance thing
No.
that's coming on right now, but why? Like, why do we change the gender of the Mummy? What's the point?
I don't know.
Like, give me a reason, not just because girls deserve more credit. That okay, sure, you're
I
right.
want the better actor.
I not
better
even that,
actor
not,
actors.
but this we already know a male Mummy, and we're rebooting this
Yeah.
to make a new universe of Universal monsters.
You know what happened to Ghostbusters? Huh?
Well, that's a whole different. It's not the women's fault. Like that movie's bad.
True.
I just don't understand why it's a woman. I don't know. It does look cool though.
Yeah, from those pictures that you
Yeah.
posted,
Yeah, it does.
looks pretty cool. June 9th, 2017 release date.
Yeah, pushing out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But
So
We'll see.
Are there any other monsters getting close? Universal monster movies
You
getting
know,
close?
I think they're like all a year apart or
there's
something around
they're
there.
supposed. The goal was to get them year, and then
Yeah.
have a big one where they, Mummy meets Frankenstein, stuff like that. I don't know what they're gonna do for like Frankenstein and stuff. This is supposed to be. This has like been scheduled for like 20 years.
Yeah,
okay?
they tried rebooting it before with Dracula.
They claim that they weren't, but it definitely
Because they
because
flopped.
it was bad.
Which one is that?
Like Dracula 2000 stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
See that?
So those were movies that were supposed to push this, like I Frankenstein, stuff like that
I
was
think,
supposed to start it off, and then they
yeah.
all flopped.
I
and
think.
like,
No, we weren't
no,
rebooting.
we
I
don't
bet
know.
Dracula. I bet will get a lot of attention just because of how big like
The name
vampire movies have been lately, and like you have Vampire Diaries, Twilight, all that crap. Like that's like a.
I feel like-
Monsters is like a big thing. Lately
I feel like
on
all
TV.
these Universal monster movies are gonna have
Yeah.
high attendance, gonna make a lot of money.
especially because of how big monster TV shows are now. Like, you know what I'm saying though?
This generation, they know the characters,
But they don't
they're
know
not-
them good.
and they're not interested in the characters.
It'll be interesting. It will be interesting.
It's
Horror
just,
fans will.
It's gonna be tough for them to find a young audience, if you're asking me.
Right. There is no
So
young
this will
audience.
be an old
We-
audience.
We're kind of the group of the young people.
Yeah.
Like, really, it's still farther up ahead, like older people.
That's true. Yes.
Like even us, like our generation,
We're way too far.
They'll be
Yeah.
like, there's a movie before this?
yeah.
Oh, have you seen this new movie, The Mummy? Oh, it's got a great concept. Oh, yeah, it was done 100 years ago.
Okay. On that note, let's go ahead and move on to a Netflix original series, Stranger Things. Okay. Now, Stranger Things has gotten.
2 episodes.
Well, it's got 8.
It's
Oh.
8
It
episodes.
started with 2. They were posting like one at a time. They were being kind of weird about it.
Yeah, it was definitely different.
So Stranger Things has 8 episodes, averaging 50 minutes each.
Yeah,
Okay?
some are 40, some are 55.
Yeah,
They
so-
all average out. Winona Ryder is main bill.
Oh,
cast.
that's
Bill.
not bad.
Great name.
Synopsis, real quick. When a young boy vanishes, a small town uncovers a mystery involving secret experiments, terrifying supernatural forces, and one strange little girl.
It'll be interesting. None of us have watched it. We're all going to, so obviously you'll probably hear our opinions and stuff on the next episode.
I mean, it's got 5 stars on Netflix. Who knows if it's a Netflix original? Who knows if that's just Netflix boosting their ratings? But everything I see is you need to watch this right now.
Yeah, it's kind of hell out of love.
Yeah.
So, honestly,
and normally Netflix is either good, or
yeah,
don't watch
Netflix
it.
is very hit or miss. So,
It's got a 9.3
Yeah.
on IMDb. Not
wow.
sure
That's
if anything
high.
else. Not
9.3
sure of
on
anything else.
I am
IMDb.
interested.
That is saying something. That is saying something.
yeah,
It came out 2 days ago, a day ago, something like
Yeah.
that, July
it
15th.
sits at the top of Netflix
Something.
right now, so you can find it. Believe me.
I will find you.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
I will watch
it's in the
every
spotlight.
episode in
I
a
will
row.
find you.
yeah. We'll definitely watch it. Let you know
will-
what we think.
It's going to be a binge watch.
It's gonna be a binge watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Check out Stranger Things. Here we go. This is the one that is going to take a little bit longer to go through. Friday the 13th, the video game. Now,
This one's a screamer.
if you watch our other podcast, MWM Project, you know we've been talking about this game for a while and where it sits. The gameplay trailer, the first gameplay trailer, about 4 minutes of gameplay, was released at E3. But there's so much information that you don't know that
It's crazy.
is in there. So let's first of all, that gameplay, Jason was amped up. All right, big time. So he's overpowered anyway, but he's more overpowered in that game.
Right.
Or in that gameplay, like
They need to show him off.
yeah,
What
exactly.
everything he can do.
Because all his abilities, he has 4 abilities, and they had to he unlocks them as he goes. So like Jason has, there's times his last one is Rage, which is the only one I'm really going to go into detail about. Now Rage, they say that there's a good chance you won't even unlock Rage if you're playing Jason in a game. That's how long it takes to build up and get. Okay, so when you're playing with Rage, that's his ability to burst through a door or burst through a wall. Like, because there's a ton of breakable barriers where Jason can burst through a wall and grab you. Okay, he also can stab through those walls. Now, what we see is Jason. There's a camp counselor hiding on the bed. And Jason comes up to the bed, right? And he instantly starts stabbing him. What you didn't see there is that Jason had the option to look under the bed or just stab freely. Okay? You cannot see under the bed if you're Jason at this point. It might be changed. But you cannot see under the bed as Jason. So, he stabbed. If there wasn't a camp counselor there, his knife would have gotten stuck and Jason would have been penalized for that. So, that's your time to escape right there. There's a whole bunch of ways to distract him. You know, because he could do that through a wall. He could do that through,
Guessing.
chest.
He's
Yeah.
just guessing.
So,
Educated guess sometimes.
All I
now,
know is-
if Jason looks, though, you have a chance to get out and go. But, of course, if Jason looks at you, now this takes me to our fear meters, okay? There's no fear meter, but if your character is scared, which it can happen easily, by the way, getting scared is being in the dark, running away from Jason. You see Jason, just your character seeing him at all in his perspective, instantly hits up fear. If Jason looks at you, it goes through the roof. If you see Jason kill someone, it goes through the roof. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Making stupid decisions. Any horror movie stupid decision like we see,
And every horror movie.
like hiding under the bed. No, I'm just kidding. Hiding under the bed's not a... But, any stupid horror movie decision, your fear will go up. Okay?
Does that make you more detectable, I'm guessing?
It makes you easier to detect. You can trip and fall. You're breathing harder. You're making more noises. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Now,
So
you
pretty
can
much
only detect...
the game just gets harder.
Yeah. And you can only detect your fear through those noises of you breathing hard and tripping and stuff. You do not get a meter of it going up and down.
That's what I figured.
So can you calm yourself down?
Calming yourself down is finding a hiding spot. Being with more people. By being alone is an example. You can build a fear easily just being alone. Being in the light, staying on paths in the woods, stuff like that.
So it's kind of encouraging you not to hide in a way.
Well, you want to hide, if you're actually in a hiding spot. But if you're running through the woods in the dark, that's
Yeah.
playing with fire. So,
Interesting.
And Jason will be able to find you.
yeah.
And kill you.
So those other abilities, stuff like him, teleporting and stuff. By the way, not a bad. Those have to rebuild. Okay, every time
so you
before he
can't just
teleports.
We were a little skeptical when we heard he can teleport. We saw the gameplay.
Yeah.
We're fine with it.
Now,
Because he
keep in
can't
mind,
move.
Jason walks unbelievably slow. No idea if he's going to be able to run yet. Like if you're part 3, Jason ran. Okay, with
And
no
the
idea.
remake and
And
well,
the
and most
remake
of
and
them.
part 2 and part 4. So we have no idea if you're those Jasons and those skins if you can run yet. Pretty sure you're not going to be able to. You just have to walk really slow. At this point, it takes Jason 7 to 8 minutes to walk across the map.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
How big is the map? Is it?
pretty
That's
big.
Yeah.
That's pretty simple. Yeah.
Now, going into that map, so if you couldn't teleport 7 to 8 minutes, that's a hell of a long time.
Yeah.
You'll never find counselors, You're moving slow. So that teleporting thing is important.
Mm-hmm.
All right? The game really wouldn't
Without
work.
teleporting, as long as you get in front of Jason.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good. Just jerk him, dude.
Yeah, you know.
that's
You can
what-
sprint as a counselor. You
So,
can
yeah.
literally just sit there and just run.
Tel-
Walk with it, run.
Yeah.
Run.
You got to wait for it to charge up, but teleporting,
Perfect.
good idea.
So speaking about the counselors, you said they have moves, right? Like
No.
special abilities.
Now, there's I think there's 8 different. I'm not sure all the counselors don't have the details on that completely. It's out somewhere. There's some people that break this down a lot better than I do. But the counselors have all different abilities. Like the jock has the ability to fight off Jason better, has a better chance of escaping if Jason grabs you by your throat like that. but
stealthy
he's not
and
as
stuff.
stealthy, maybe not as smart, can't like rebuild stuff as quickly. Like the nerdy one can rebuild stuff better and is more stealthy. Just stuff like that.
That'd be
But
fun.
this isn't a game like Rainbow Six Siege, for example, where if you pick a character, now someone else can't be that character. If you wanted to, every single one of you could be a jock.
Yeah.
But that's not a good idea. I wouldn't do
Right.
that because you should all be a different counselor.
It's probably more strategic if you guys work together.
Yep.
I think that's what they want. But we'll find out.
Yeah. There is a way to kill Jason. Not revealed how you can yet, but it is possible.
And it's supposed to be super hard.
But it's like impossible. like
Yeah.
like
I
we'll-
wonder if it's gonna be like kind of like you lure him out, like they try to make it like movie like, and they make you lure him out, put a chain around his neck, and throw him in the fucking river.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. What they said. Now this is the game, like the guys that made the game saying this, okay, them playing. They said when they were playing the game, 1 in every 75 games, they were able to kill Jason.
Oh wow.
That's
And this is the people that developed the shit, okay?
it's not gonna happen.
So good luck.
I bet you get a crap ton of XP for doing it.
I wonder if it's level based, if you can upgrade more, like if you can wear a blue jacket instead of a red, with your characters.
Right.
Different things. So, yeah, if you kill Jason, I mean, you win, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Like, you probably jump a level. Like, that's probably the...
Speaking of which, those XP jumps saying, you get 1 costume per Jason, and like counselors unlocked as you go as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 1 Jason and 1 counselor to start off with, and you get XP to get unlocked
Yeah.
more.
Oh, okay.
But if you don't have to play as Jason to get XP to unlock more Jasons. If you're as a counselor and you're getting XP, that goes to the Jason XP as well. So you can unlock more costumes as Jason while playing as a counselor. So that's clarified. Everyone knows that. For the map, everyone's saying, "Oh, it's gonna be the same Crystal Lake map over and over again. We're gonna get bored real quickly." No. The map changes every single time you play it. Everything is regenerated, and they said there's a good chance you will never play on the same map twice.
Like
Ever.
Minecraft.
Like ever.
Like ever.
That's awesome.
That's...
That's saying something.
That...
So it's pretty much gonna be a new experience every time you play.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can't strategize before going into it.
I do like that because then after a while it'd just be the same.
Yeah, exactly. And you'd be like, okay, I can kill Jason in 2 seconds now.
Yeah.
So if you figure it out, then you're like, okay,
No,
let's go, let's do
doesn't
it.
matter.
Yeah, exactly. So now there's
That's
no
probably-
Oh,
way.
yeah, cabin could be in the bottom left corner. Oh, now it's over here. Oh, now it's up here. Now there's no cabin. Maybe.
It can,
I
it
don't
can
know.
change
Yeah.
every time. So like you.
That's
there's no
probably
way
why
to
it
go.
takes 1 in 75 games to.
To get the perfect
Yeah,
scenario
right.
to do it.
Well, I mean, then on top of that, like we talked about vehicles and stuff. Of course, only so many people you can rebuild the truck. But we talk about this is a new thing as well. Jason there's hit points on the truck, which he can hit and destroy the truck, and he can stop you. All right, so if you get in that, you rebuild the truck and you're in it. Not over, man. You have to drive out yourself. Okay, you have to drive the car out of the camp
And I bet you
without
can
Jason
crash
getting
it.
you.
I bet you can crash it and wreck it.
You
too.
can crash.
Yeah.
You hit a tree, you screw up. Sorry, you're still playing. Go back.
Is Jason aware? Is there like a little pop-up?
Once that truck starts, it's a huge flare on Jason's. So Jason will go to the car as quickly as he can.
He'll teleport there.
Teleport.
I would
Or
imagine.
teleport a little bit ahead. And
Yeah.
then they just sit there and just
And
Hulk smash front of the truck. Game over.
I would love to just build that truck and then just kind of put, just around, see what he can do. He'd be like standing there waiting. Nope, going this way.
Once you're moving quick enough, it is supposed to be hard to hit.
Well,
but
I wonder if you can hurt Jason with it, like run him over.
So can you like
I'm
drive?
sure you could run him over.
Can you drive all the way around the map if you really wanted to?
If you run, you're driving circles.
So let's say
could
you
you
can do
pick
whatever
up
you want.
other counselors?
Yeah, that's a good point. You can go
and
and
escape the map.
Yes.
And
If-
win.
if-
Yeah,
Is that
that's
a way
how-
to win?
if-
Like
yep.
you pick all the cancers and you peace out.
If
Just
one
surviving, yeah.
if one person gets the truck and leaves,
That's it. The truck's gone, dude. Sorry.
game over. Now they're spectating the other counselors.
Yep.
Ooh, so you could be a total asshole.
Yeah, seriously, this game, people are gonna get pissed at each other in this game because like, okay, you fix a boat, you're able to get around for the boat. There's only 2 seats in the boat. There's 7 counselors. Sorry guys, I'm out. And I don't know how it goes.
I
if you
kind of
can-
do like that though.
If the counselors can punch,
Yeah, if you could fight other counselors and stuff like that.
That would be interesting because that does make it interesting though because then if everybody just sat there and rebuilt the boat together, you could get away very easily.
Yeah, then everybody goes, and but it's
That'd be very difficult for Jason, especially because you can get away from him. So, he's trying to kill counselors, and they're just attacking him,
yeah,
They're making it very difficult to kill Jason.
Yeah.
I do like that, though.
We've seen Jason have environmental type kills.
Right, so he's able to pick you up, take you somewhere, and kill
Slam
you
you
against
on a
like
rock
a
or something.
door or something.
A question we had before is, can he just slash freely? Like, you hit X and he's just slashing, or does he have to grab you, take you someplace, and then
kill you.
Then kill you.
Nope. He can free slash.
He can.
And he has a whole moveset for it. It's like some straight Mortal Kombat.
I was
going
gonna say.
on. He has his own.
Finish him.
He has his own moveset that he can do on you.
Is it
and
one slash kill?
No.
Okay.
You can lose limbs, and apparently right now you can lose limbs and survive.
Awesome.
So like you can lose a fucking arm
And still go.
and live.
But is there a bleed out thing? I wonder.
I'm sure.
Walk your
Probably.
Lose a leg.
This is why you need like the
crawling.
nerdy kid to help
Bandage you.
Yeah,
Whatever.
There's stuff like that. Like you need to know who you're working with, and which is awesome. All right.
Another reason why people are going to get pissed. I don't want to help you.
It's it's a team-based game. Like,
It really is.
we all need to hop on in the same game, help each other, talk to each other. That'll make us
And
successful.
have they confirmed the way like headsets are going to work?
They have not. Now we know Jason has his own, and when they talked about how the people's chatting or whether or not you have to be next to the person you're talking to, or everyone can just free chat and hear everybody at all times. No idea. I think it's going to be where you have to be close to the person you're talking to.
I would like that.
That's gotten the more votes. Like they left it to the fans. So
well, I mean, people
that'd
can
be
just use
sick.
Skype, whatever, like
True.
they do in Call of Duty. I mean,
That's probably what we'll do. Let's be real, we're cheaters. Actually,
we'll
probably
be in the same room.
Really killing the internet.
What we know for sure is we're all dropping out of college for this game.
This
Or
might
bug out,
be
or
the
bug
end
out.
of my college career.
Yep.
But one more thing, I want to go into the Dev Diary, okay, the virtual cabin, which is something you can get $15 on the backer kit, which is over, but you can still pre-order the stuff. They just got an update 2 days ago, actually, of you can go to Jason's room now. But before I get into that, you need to realize how much detail goes into this game, because Easter eggs are insane. There are some people that have broken down every Easter egg, at least that they can find in the cabin, and there's like 50, 60 Easter eggs.
Everything is an Easter egg.
Yeah, everything in this cabin is an Easter egg. Every little thing has something from the movie. Every little detail.
The
Even, like,
rug,
the rug,
the stuff in the
key.
drawer.
They go to the point like the keys. Like in Friday the 13th Part 1, there's one certain key that has a longer chain. It's never mentioned. You don't they don't go into detail about it, but it's seen in the background. That's in the cabin. It's insane how much detail they go into on this. Like certain lamps that are just seen in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like even finding like which ones are Easter eggs and what's not, what it's from is hard. So
It'll be great.
yeah. But let's go into Jason's room a little bit.
I'm excited for this one. Let's have a-
You go into Jason's room, you go down a few steps, and you're in this like big. It kind of looks like a barn. Honestly, like you're in a big barn, and they have these big glass cases for each Jason costume. Now only 3 don't have like big curtains over
Yeah,
them
there's
right
a big
now.
curtain.
Yeah. So there's a part 2, part 3, and then part 7. Those are the first 3 that were announced that are already made, and you can click on them and you can get info of the movie and the character. And yeah, the detail on those is insane as well. To the point that they've like taken the hero molds and casted them directly for the game.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, it's insane how much detail has gone into this game. Now I'm really, really, really excited for them to reveal the new Jasons that we all voted on. So like I think it's part 6, part 8, and Jason Goes to Hell. Which means if we got Jason X in here, every single Kane Hodder Jason would be in the game, which would
Yeah.
be kind of crazy too.
That'd be pretty cool. Because
Tom
Kane's a great
Savini.
guy.
Then the Tom Savini Jason, which there's one Jason at the end in a nice spotlight. That's
Really?
Tom Savini's Jason for sure.
They gotta reveal it, please.
I wonder if they'll put Roy.
It was voted on.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
A
it's all
lot of people
on.
voted for Roy. I thought he was going to get it, and he didn't.
Depending on how successful this game is,
They could make DLC for it and just make you be able to buy all of them.
Now, they said they're trying to avoid as much DLC as
Yeah.
possible.
They
Only
just
the
make
ones that
another
they already
game.
have, like the counselor skins that are already
Yeah, yeah.
coming out, and the Tom Savini Jason, of course.
I mean, once people see how successful it is,
Maybe they will.
maybe it'll
They might get enough fan requests to do it.
AAA,
You know?
AAA.
That's what I'm saying. Let's get it. If this
Sequel-
game goes
sequel.
well, like they'll make another one at a AAA budget.
And
Which
then
they
we'll
did-
get everything we want.
They are making probably a better game than
They thought.
most
Yeah,
people
people
would
thought
with
this game
the
would be
budget
better,
they have.
We're only seeing alpha footage,
and it's
it looks
good.
good. Because this is still early. This isn't even like this is early alpha. All right, this
It's
is
gonna be
like
awesome.
low, not even.
I bet Deadline gets pushed back again.
What's the release date? October?
October this year.
I don't know, man.
I bet
Depending
it-
on how.
They're doing okay.
Yeah,
there's
oh yeah, they're moving quick.
Yeah, they're doing okay.
This alpha footage looks really good. If they release it right now, I'd be
No.
extremely happy with it. Honestly,
They,
just the way it is.
I can't wait for a closed beta.
Now it is a closed beta, okay, and it's supposed to be mainly for the people that donate to the original Kickstarter. But I'm hoping I
It's
can
fair.
sneak in there.
It's fair.
It's fair,
but
but it will be for PC only. So there's a catch.
bastards.
darn, gonna have to get on PC, I guess.
It's insane.
I don't know. We'll see when. We'll keep you updated on any more news. Hopefully, we can get a beta date, and that can get us.
It's supposed to be late August, early September.
And then releasing in October. That's a little quick. After a beta, I would say.
Yeah.
But I bet they
Yeah.
can still do it. October release date.
Yeah.
I'd rather them if it's
Yeah, if you gotta
not
push it
gonna
back,
work.
push it back. That's okay.
I
Don't
want a
release a
good
bad
game.
game.
That's fine.
Is that all we got?
Yeah. Don't release a game if you're not proud. of it.
Battlefront.
But
Yes.
like, I hope that gives you guys a little more perspective on how this game's going. People saw the gameplay and they're like, "What?
That's it.
That's it?" No, you just got to realize what's there. What you're seeing is actually insane, and there's so much details that
Especially for the budget they have.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, also the Dev Diary is worth $15. You should probably get it. It's pretty sweet. Well, that's it for episode 2 of Slashcast. I know we rambled quite a bit on Friday the 13th, but there's just so much there, and I didn't even get to some stuff. So you should go check out some more people's channels because man, there's people that really break it down.
And it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
We are
it's
so
Very
excited.
excited.
bringing back the gaming channel. For
Yeah,
this
just literally, just wait till
we
this
are.
game comes out. You're gonna be like, seriously, can you stop posting videos? We
Yeah.
don't care.
Oh yeah, there'll be daily videos.
one. Honestly, probably.
Oh,
I know,
really?
I'm gonna play every day.
Yes.
So,
I'm gonna
All
have
right.
like 80 hours logged in the first week.
all right, we gotta wrap this one up.
Unbelievable. That's the worst thing.
That is the end of episode 2 of Slashingcast. If you guys enjoy it, make sure you drop a like in this video and subscribe
Yep.
to our channel for more videos like this one. Also, if you like hearing more news other than just horror news, you can check out the MWM Project, our other podcast, at youtube.com/RJ Productions Extras. Make sure you check out our Twitter, twitter.com/RJ Productions, RJL Productions, and facebook.com/RJ Productions. That's where you get all the info.
And we seriously, like, since we just started this, please leave comments. We want to hear your suggestions. Anything you guys want us to add or anything else you want us to hear about, because we may not always hit everything. Like, comment. We really do read your comments. We really do appreciate them. So please.
And subscribe.
And subscribe.
Make sure you check out
Appreciate that
episode
too.
1, our interview with Harrison Smith, director, writer of Death House.
Speaking of which, man, we got some new interviews coming up. We're
They're gonna
scheduling
be
them
awesome.
out. So, really excited.
Slashingcast.
Slashcast is starting out great.
We love
All
you
right.
guys. We love
yeah.
you.
I'm sure we'll see you again soon. You know, episode 3, we're gonna try busting these out pretty quickly.
We
Anytime
love you.
get some news.
We can't say it enough.
We love you. We love all the support.
Adios.
All right. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching.